Jamie just got a brand new Tesla Plaid, and I don't know if you've driven one of those, but look, I love muscle cars, but that car makes every car feel stupid.
That's what I've heard.
Stupid. I mean, stupid. It goes 0 to 60 in 2 seconds. It flies.
Nuts.
It goes so fast. It's like it's time traveling. It goes like it moves into positions that no other car can do it, and somehow it does it silently, so you don't feel like a douchebag. Like you're like bah, bah, and getting in front of somebody, you just go whoosh,
And you're gone.
How wild is it, Jamie?
It's crazy. I mean, I barely drove it yesterday because I took it in the back and was just like, oh my god, this is a little okay. Hold on.
And it's
Just
like I
fast.
think it's 1,100
So
horsepower.
Is it controllable, or is it just
100%.
like go by itself?
It's
Electronically
it's
dialed.
It's so dialed in. There's never wheel spin. I mean, when you take off, there's no wheel spin. It's all completely electronically managed. The base of the thing is all batteries, so the weight is low. Yeah. So it's got an amazing center of gravity. 1,020 horsepower.
Oh, back to your point.
1.9 seconds, 0 to 60.
It's nuts.
Bro, it's preposterous.
I know. It's tough when you talk about that to like make the argument against electric cars because the performance is nuts.
I drove the fucking Cuda here today, though. I didn't drive the Tesla.
Yeah.
It's a different experience. Like, I'm not trying to go. I'm not racing anybody.
Dude,
I'm just going to work. You know, like, it's the feeling.
It's the auxiliary experience.
Oh, my God.
A little bit of vibration, the noise. You're in control. You're connected to the car, right? You feel like you're the one operating the car.
There's a few things in life that people wish they had that are actually worth getting. And muscle cars are one of them.
100%.
There's just one of them.
Dude, modified muscle cars, though.
Modified muscle cars.
You got to make
like
that
what
sucker
you
so
guys
you can
do.
drive it. Yeah.
Because it's like, there's a lot of things that people wish they had, and then when you had it, you have it. It's like, I explained this once, like, my first nice apartment that I ever had was in North Hollywood. When I first moved to California and I was on a TV show, I was like, wow, I got a nice apartment. This is crazy. This is my own place. Yep. It had a loft and had a pool table. And I was sitting in front of my TV, and I realized, I go, oh, this is just a house. Like, it's just like every other house. It's the same feeling I had when I was in a shitty apartment. It's just your place. You go to your place, you chill. Yep. It's the same feeling. So all that extra money you pay for these big giant houses and all the crazy shit, you think you're going to get that same amount of juice from like, wow, what an amazing feeling being in this house. But it's just your house. Yeah. You just have that same feeling, oh, I'm in my house. Oh, I'm opening my refrigerator. I'm going to have breakfast. It's the same feeling.
Right.
It's not the same feeling with cars. When you are in one of the, if I drive the Tesla to work, it's quiet, it's great. I listen to books on tape. I'm cruising along. It makes no sound. It's very relaxing and peaceful. But when I drive like the Camaro to work, it's like I'm in a fucking Doors video. You know, it's like do. It's a trip. I'm on a Disney ride. I'm in a Disney ride.
Are you jamming out to any music in that, or do you just listen to the motor?
I jammed out to music until I was halfway here, and I'm like, I didn't want to hear the music anymore. I just wanted to hear the engine. You know, there's both things. Like, I have a Porsche 1993 RS America. It's the rawest car I have. It's not fast at all. It only has like 300 horsepower. It has no power steering. It has no air conditioning. It has no radio. It has no nothing. And it weighs like, you know, it's like, I don't know, 2,000 something pounds. Sure. It weighs nothing. And it's so fun.
I'll bet.
It's so different than any other experience. And it's not the fastest. It's the slowest car I have, for sure. It's not that fast. But it's every mile per hour, everything you're fucking feeling in your ass and in your hands. Yeah. And it's this raspy, air-cooled... You don't have to be going fast. It's just the feeling you're getting. You're on a ride.
It requires all of you.
All of you.
It's like a motorcycle.
You're connected. You're making everything happen. You're the one controlling it. There's no computers. There's no traction control. That
you have to really steer that bitch too, because there's no power steering. So like when you're parallel parking, you gotta fucking work your muscle. You gotta work your forearms. It's a lot. But the feeling, the feedback you get is unprecedented. It's just like, and they say it's even more so if you get to like these 1970 ones. Like when they do like Chris Harris did that once. He took I think it was a 1970 or 71 911T. See if you can find that video. It's like Chris Harris, my perfect sports car. And so he took this 911T and he brought it to this guy who makes race cars. and he had them fitted with a roll cage and ramp up the engine and tune the suspension. And there's a video of him driving around the British countryside in this green 1970s Porsche, and it's fucking amazing. It's what everybody loves about driving, just in one video. This guy who's an automotive enthusiast, he can kind of get any car he wants. I mean, Chris Harris is like the premier auto journalist of our time. And he chooses to have this one little tiny, lightweight, stripped down car that he has built. So have you found it? Check this out. Give me some volume. I need volume.
There's in a
Oh, no, that's
Singer.
not it. That's not it. That's the Singer DLS.
Which is nasty.
That's the nasty car, too. The one below it. The one below it. No, not Singer. Chris Harris, 911. Put, like, my perfect sports car. 911, my perfect sports car.
That era of 911, I mean, it's very similar to the muscle car vibe.
Yes. Very. That's it right
so
there. The second one
connected.
down. Remember the green 911? That one. So this is a car that Chris just had built over time. Just give me,
chassis up to modern levels of performance, which is pretty cool.
let it go right there.
Then we got completely carried away with the engine spec, and I stomped my feet like a child until Richard found a later G50 gearbox and altered the rear torsion tubes to make it fit. Oh, and the engine is 3.4 litres of hand-built sexiness, and it has about 320 horsepower, and the car weighs under 1,000 kilograms. And when we drove it side by side with my then new BMW M3, the Porsche was quicker. The chassis is probably the trickiest bit of all on this car. I didn't just want an RS replica, so we went for the look of an ST, which for those of you less geeky than me on the subject of old 911s, is a car from 1971 with wider arches than an RS and no ducktail spoiler. So we have 8 and 9-inch wheels. The 9s are rare and stupidly expensive, but they do look the business. And that also means we have more mechanical grip and a wider track, and we needed some trick dampers to deal with that. The internals of the ones fitted to this car are very similar to the stuff fitted to Sebastian Loeb's.
Shit.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
Graham, who runs the joint, is to dampers what Gordon Ramsay is to roast lamb. They cost a horrendous amount of money, but are well worth it.
Why do they sound so much smarter than we do?
The thing
That's
is-
why we use them
that,
for
dude.
infomercials.
Yeah.
Dummies buy things from people with British accents. It's
Way more
proven.
eloquent.